Why also give offerings if you are already tithing? Only offerings can support all missionary expenses that the tithe cannot support, as God prescribes. Offerings express complete surrender to God and strengthen the worshiper's affection toward Him. Therefore, the Israelites were instructed not to appear before the Lord empty-handed. Malachi clarifies that God considers failure to bring offerings and the tithe as having spiritual and moral implications. According to the frequency, offerings can be classified as regular and occasional. Solomon urges us to honor God with regular offerings as regularly we are blessed with an increase or income. He says, "Honor the Lord with your possessions and with the first fruits of all your increase." Regular offerings are not primarily given because there is a need or in expectation of blessings, or even to appease God, but as an act of worship, a grateful response to His blessings every time we are blessed. Regular offerings, as well as the tithe, should be considered the most basic expression of worship through financial stewardship. But how much should we give as a regular offering? A fixed or random amount, or a proportion of the income? In the context of helping the needy, Paul suggests the principle that how much we give should be previously decided, maybe in prayer, and not left to others to decide or to feelings at the spur of the moment. He says, each one should give as he purposes in his heart. Therefore, vows, pledges, or purposes about the how much may strengthen the decision to put God, His work, and others first, and convey consistency to our giving. David understood it when he said, "I will pay my vows to the Lord in the courts of the Lord's house." Probably the fairest and wisest way to follow Paul's suggestion to previously purpose what we will give is to establish in prayer a percentage of our income to be given as a regular offering besides the tithe. God commanded the Israelites that their offerings should be given in proportion to the way the Lord, your God, has blessed you. This way, the amount given will vary proportionally according to what is earned. This regular and percentage-based offering is called promise. What we give is noted in heaven. But through the poor widow's episode, Jesus clarified that the value of the gift is estimated not by the amount, but by the proportion that is given and the motive that actuates the giver. Even giving so little, Jesus considered the poor widow as giving more than all, because she gave all that she had, or 100%. No one can give more than that. The Bible indicates God's storehouse as the appropriate place for offerings, and Jesus did not change this principle. He commended the poor widow for bringing her pittance to the right place, even though he knew that, at the time, the temple was serviced by a corrupted priesthood, the very ones that would later kill him. In addition to our promise, or regular offerings, it is up to us, also under the guidance of the Holy Spirit, to determine what more we should give, and what other entities will receive our occasional offerings, gifts, and donations. Then, in key moments of God's people's story, the Holy Spirit may lead us, as He did with Barnabas, to give sacrificially, even from our non-liquid assets, like real estate. We know that all will be lost very soon anyway, and the best way to secure our possessions is to leave them in God's hands. Have you already decided in prayer the percentage of your income that you will regularly dedicate to the Lord as your promise or regular offering this year? As you pray about it, also study the Bible daily and learn more about offerings for Jesus.